when the son was in danger, you were like, I don't want anything bad to happen to my son.
This is a lesson that I wish a lot more DMs knew or just learned or believed in. I don't know. But if you go back and watch that full clip there, it's talking about in Never Stop Blowing Up. And it is in response, like a fan question about a character who they just want to be safe, that they don't want harm to come to. And Izzy and Brennan talk about a moment in Never Stop Blowing Up, and how, Izzy's character, Paula, was basically all for, hey, whatever happens to Paula happens to Paula. That's just the way the game is played. But when it came to her son, who was an adult, she didn't want anything to happen to her son. And in that moment, there wasn't any like, oh, we've talked about this. This is the type of game. It was just, okay, no problem. And obviously, in session 0, you should be talking with your players. You should be talking with your DM. Everyone should be on the same page about what is possible, right? What's on the table, what's off the table, what kind of game you're playing. But when it comes down to it, I don't care what has been discussed beforehand or what kind of game it is. When it comes down to it, the number one thing is that people at your table should be having fun and they should be safe. And if someone doesn't want a particular character or NPC to be harmed in some way, as a DM, if your initial reaction isn't just, yeah, okay, like you can see that they're upset for some reason, that they don't want this to happen, I don't know, that's a red flag to me. Like, does death happen? Are emotional stakes a thing? Should people be in danger for, yeah, sure. But when it really comes down to it, if someone does not want it to happen and the consequences of that is that that person is unhappy and doesn't want to play anymore, and you might just be like, oh, well, then wasn't at the right table. Yeah, I agree. Definitely, for sure. But also, you could have just changed your story a little bit. People could have kept having fun. This isn't to say you should never kill anything or, nothing should ever be in danger in your campaigns. But in some circumstances, for whatever reason that is unexplainable, for example, in that clip there, back in Never Stop Blowing Up, Izzy was pregnant at the time. So a mother, a son, there was just something there in that moment that she's like, nothing can happen to this kid. And everybody was cool with it. So I just feel like whenever things like this come up, so many DMs get defensive about this idea of like, no, this is what the campaign is, and this is what's going to happen. If you don't like it, leave. And honestly, I think that players need to take that into account a lot more. If you're not having fun and your DM isn't willing to facilitate that, yeah, just leave. Just leave. You'll be better for it.